Okay, good evening or morning, wherever you guys are at. Well, it's evening here now, ain't it? I was going to do this earlier today, but as you can see from the title of the video, Attack of the Deranged Goons. And that's because goon is a kind word for how I want to describe some of these people out here in fandom land, who obviously make me look like I have a life. And that's kind of bad, too, considering how much I play Fallout. And speaking of Fallout, yeah, they did go through with the major update to Fallout 4, and everything relating to Fallout 4 script extender is now on the pot. But luckily, every other mod I have just about has not been affected, except for, of course, the ones that sped up the slower than a frickin' turtle on Valium workshop activation. But, okay, that's a whole nother ballpark. Okay, so, as some of you may or may not know, Ncuti Gatwa did an interview for Variety, and he said the exact same thing Peter Capaldi said. People keep saying the show has become too progressive, blah, 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 blah. Don't watch it. And I've been saying this for years, especially since, the big, event back in 2017 or so when, Jodie Whittaker took charge. Chibnall took charge of the show. Jodie Whittaker took charge of the TARDIS. And, of course, the minute they announced the female doctor, you had a bunch of these half-wits. And like I said, I usually don't like resorting to name-calling, but I'm tired of being kind. I am tired of being nice to these mental imbeciles who shouldn't be allowed. I'm shocked they can even run a video camera, let alone, have a YouTube channel. With just some of the rhetoric, propaganda, and absolute bullshit they've been pushing for the last few years. And what amazes me is how you've got guys who probably, couldn't get laid in a monkey whorehouse with a bag full of bananas are now suddenly media experts. They are suddenly telling you what the pulse is. They're telling you what you should be watching and not watching, all based off of shitting to potatoes, which has already admitted, and I can't believe Hollywood's still kissing shitting to potatoes' butts. Considering how many times they've admitted their site can be botted. Most of the reviews that they have in their, pages are fake reviews that are written by somebody who works on their staff. Or at least that's what one article said, allegedly. We have to say allegedly a lot, because otherwise, if you state the truth, God forbid what will happen to you in the legal department. I once had a guy who I made fun of his website. He actually threatened legal action. Trust me, he doesn't want to know how many people who I know, and I still thank these guys to this day, who were lawyers, who contacted me and said, if he files a case, I'll take his ass out pro bono. I'll take him to the cleaners. But then again, we live in a country here, in a world where free speech is pretty much dead. If you don't believe me, take a look at that outrageous law they just passed in Scotland, where if you so much as fart the wrong way and it annoys somebody, they can inform the police, and the police must investigate every allegation. And I'm like, this is Scotland, for crying out loud. Scotland! I think within the first, few days, they had 7,000 complaints registered. And of course, there was a lot of them registered against J.K. Rowling. And like I said, she's allowed to believe what she wants to believe. I'm allowed to believe what I want to believe. It's the world we live in. And yes, it is the land of confusion. Oh, I'm not kidding. I never thought in my lifetime, I'm not kidding. George Orwell must be sitting up there, whatever afterlife there is, going, yeah, sure, I was 40 years off, but here comes 1984. I'm not kidding. All the plays, doublespeak, propaganda, it's all right there. And No. Scotland. The country Scotland. I'm not kidding. Go look this up. Their new anti-hate crime law or whatever. Where if you say something that someone can think is offensive, they can go to the police. And by the way, that case can be judged, and depending on if you actually go to court and all that, you can go to jail for 7 years. And that is the world we live in. But look at what we're talking about here. Let me get back to the original subject before I really go bananas and take off on a rant that I'll never be able to get off again. All right, let's take a look at this, shall we? This was Variety posting the article with Ncuti Gatwa's interview up on Twitter. And, Ncuti basically said the same thing. If you don't like the way the show's going, turn it off. And guess what? The 60th anniversary specials, as far as we know, I think they were the most watched for the weeks they were on or something like that. I'm going off the memory box here. So like I said, I'm really stripping the gears in the brain box. But if I remember right, yeah, they were like the most watched programs of those weeks. Oh yeah, Ncuti I think is definitely going to be around for 3 years plus. Minimum 3. But then again, he may take the Trout and rule of 3 and he'll haul off. You never know. But let me show you just some of the replies. Now, it says right here, although Ncuti Gatwa's groundbreaking Doctor Who casting was met with much praise, there were, of course, some haters. Gatwa's message to the naysayers is simple. Quote, don't watch, turn off the TV, go and touch grass, please, for God's sake, end quote. To which we got this. Oh, yeah. I got to take a drink. My throat's drying out. Watching dry paint would be better at this point than this train wreck. Says, whatever Kent. Trying to be fancy. I think he's trying to say ciao. I don't give a damn. SpaceNet TV. I think you have that headline backwards. No one cares that he's black. Now, the first time anyone says they don't care about someone's color, they care. Everyone who is a fan cares that he disrespects the character. Wait, now let's stop right here. Hold the phone. Slam on the brakes. He's only appeared once as the Doctor. How has he disrespected the character? And I can show you photos out the yin-yang of him out there signing autographs, hanging out with fans on set. Guess what? Go find me one of Matt Smith, Toadstool. Find me one photo of Matt Smith, not at a convention. No, not at a convention. On set. You can't find one. Yet they think he was one of the last great doctors. I got nothing to get Matt Smith personally other than the fact that these guys apparently don't realize he was going to bail on the show first chance he got. He was looking for a bigger paycheck for the 50th anniversary was even filmed. And he has better things to do than hang out with the fans. He's just happy he finally got a job so he ain't cleaning Karen Gillan's pool anymore, living out in the pool house. I think he graduated to the doghouse. But okay. Well, you got to remember, Ncuti was raised in Scotland from the time he was very, very young. I'm not sure what clan that is. He is a Scottish citizen. Since he was like 2, maybe 3, 4 years old, something like that, he's lived in Scotland. So you can't say he's a foreigner. You can't say he's this. I'm sorry, but I think if you've lived like 9/10 of your life in a country, you're pretty much from there at that point. Okay, let's keep going. Because I really want to... I love that. He disrespects the character. The lore. What the hell does Ncuti Gatwa have to do with the goddamn lore of the TV show? He doesn't write any of it, jackass. It all has to be about him. Really? Where was that written? I know of very few who've praised us we won't watch. Good, thank gosh. Because if that's your idea of fandom, go watch Star Trek. All right, I like grass. I got nothing against Star Trek fans. It's just what they've turned Star Trek into. But I don't watch it, so I'm going to leave off there. Okay, your terms are acceptable. Oh, look at me, I'm so clever. Oh, piss off, you wanker. That's not groundbreaking. Groundbreaking would be an accomplished actor like Chiwetel Ejiofor, someone on that level. Like, all right, so Ncuti Gatwa's now no longer an accomplished actor. And of course, Doctor Who ended with Peter Capaldi, the crispy Noki. And remember, folks, before you contact me and start throwing one of your immersive little instant message fits, these are your words. And you're going to eat them. You're going to eat them with sauerkraut. Well, that was our plan. Okay, great. We won't watch. Yeah, they'll be watching. Whenever they say they're not going to watch, they're going to be watching. I wouldn't describe it as groundbreaking. It's more like franchise breaking. But that's only if you assume they didn't always plan to jettison older fans like myself. The miscalculation is that the young people will rise up and accept this new crap. And this right here is what we call, everybody, anyone want to join me for what this is? Gatekeeping. Okay, it was already in place in England. I wasn't sure. Thank you there, silly wee. I knew they had just passed this in Scotland, but apparently it's the wording of it's what scares me. It really is. The way they've worded this. And it doesn't matter anyway, because America, the First Amendment's dead. It's buried. Say the wrong thing, you lose your job, you lose your career. You will be flushed down the toilet and left to die. That's the way it is here in America now. That's all they got to do. They hold you by ransom by your livelihood. Okay, yet this dude will cry and blame the fans when we don't watch this abomination. Really? Because the numbers are doing really damn well, and he was only in it for a couple minutes. It's not groundbreaking. It is, however, franchise-breaking. Didn't we just read this a minute ago? What is this, Parrotland? Grok! Grok! Polygon racism! All right. To have an overprivileged doctor say racist things about its audience. Where telling a group of people, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm trying to find the big racial slur, the racial indication. I'm not kidding. Is there some kind of top secret decoder ring I don't have anymore? Maybe I got the wrong filter in the glasses or something. I just don't get it. Where's the racial slur in telling someone, not if you don't like it, don't watch it? There's an old saying, when you point the finger, 3 more are pointing back at you. Okay. It's time to defund the BBC. If the BBC is so confident with their programming, they can compete in their marketplace without gouging the British citizens. Okay, so let me get this straight. You want to get rid of an institution that has provided entertainment for your country for how many years? Over a century now, if memory serves. Because you've got a problem. Oh yeah. Mr. Spock would just die from the overabundance of logic on that one. I don't watch Doctor Who, but if I did, I know which doctor I would skip. Yeah, we heard that line how many years ago with Jodie Whittaker. I liked Ncuti in the 2 episodes he's been in so far. Now remember, we've only seen him in 1 episode and in a couple minutes in the anniversary, okay? So let's keep that in mind. Yet they've already judged, had the jury, and they're set up a gallows. It's the same thing they did with Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker. The second they announced Jodie Whittaker, I saw the gallows being set up in Millennium Center. And I almost saw the natives with pitchforks and torches heading for Rothlock Studios. Like that scene right out of the original movie Frankenstein. It's just, I wasn't planning on watching. It isn't because he's black. It's because they are sexualizing the doctor. They already brought the 10th up just to have him lectured on pronouns, told the female version knew better, and then they say that he was always gay. No thanks. Me and my kids are just watching the only 12 Doctors. I wonder if it's a coincidence that this guy's name is Dustin Straight. How about trying to win people over by saying, hey, we're working really hard to make the best series possible? All right, at least that one I can't really go off on. Okay, we're coming up on my favorite. Your terms are acceptable. This isn't Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a hero who died in 2017. The timeless child retconned so much the fan base loved, we have no choice but to reject the new lecturers. Okay, like I was just telling Lady G the other night. Okay, fine then. We're going to reset the show. Everybody, let's get to the ship. You mean get to... No, not the TARDIS. We're going to go to the ship. Oh, there's the Doctor. He's from No, he's not. There's no Gallifrey. But he's a time... No, there's no Time Lords either. Sorry. Back to day one.
Where'd he go?
Oh, we got 3 companions, by the way. Huh? Oh, by the way, also the director's gay. The producer's a woman. And the guy who came up with the show is a foreigner. Back to basics. You see what I mean? The hypocrisy. I know, it sounds good. All right, yeah, Silly Wee Films. All right, Frasier, all right. The law's up to the corpse to uphold, not the police. It's a tricky one, but the idea is in the right place, but moving on. It's a slippery slope. It really is. It's one thing if I'd say, me and my buddies, let's get together and go murder so-and-so. That's hate speech. Okay, guys, let's get together and go burn down the city hall. That's hate speech. Guys, I really disagree with that person. I think they're ugly as hell. You can go to jail. What? Or they can just call the police and have them show up on your door at that point. Because I'm offended. Slippery slope. We're going right down the hill, down a slide of razor blades into a vat of alcohol. That's how it starts, a little bit at a time. And that's how it started here. Okay, and let's get to my face, the drawn and quartering. Doctor Who ratings plummet. 250,000 viewers after the show pushes transgender propaganda in the 60th anniversary special. The last episode didn't even drop dropped about 250,000 views, which is typically normal in a run of shows. And also they can pick that up later on plus 7s, plus the monthlies, the plus 28. 250,000 viewers isn't even a drop in a bucket. It's not. It's pissing in Niagara Falls. The falls are never going to know the difference. It's complete and utter horseshit. And like I said, this guy thinks he's being clever by saying 250,000. Just say it. 250,000 viewers. Meanwhile, it had how many million? Over the course of how many episodes? But of course, they don't say that. They think they're clever. They think they're intelligent. The guy probably got his degree in media from the bottom of a Cracker Jack box that he found on a crack whore on a back street somewhere in Imagination Land. I'm not kidding. That's why I can't stand these pseudo-intellectuals. Exactly, yeah, the license fee covers... Yeah, exactly, they're morons, you're right. The license fee is not just for the BBC, but I'm just saying, you would really throw away, the BBC. Just the BBC itself. Just because you don't like a show. I know, but like I said, just reading these things pisses me off because I can't believe the pompousness, the arrogance. Like, if we don't like it, everyone else in the world must not. You see, I've agreed to that terms a long time ago because obviously people are watching Starship Dysentery. I can't stand it, but you don't see me doing countless videos about it, do you? You don't see me writing articles every day on it about how I think it eats crap and blah, blah, this and that, and it's woke and yada, yada. Yeah, because I've got better things to do. Like, you know, cut my toenails when I get around to it. You know, maybe scratch my balls. You know, I got better things to do than that. But okay, yeah, this is the article they're going on about. I forgot to put the link in the box. I will try to remember to do so. You know, before the, you know, when the video comes up, I'll edit it in so you can read it for yourself. It's, matter of fact, he was even shocked he got the role. He's like, why did you pick me for? You know, and to me, that kind of humility really shows, you know, that this guy does not think he's the end all be all. And of course, I got to remember to throw this up there too because, wait a minute. See what I mean? Show me some pictures of Matt Smith like this. Not going to find him because he didn't do it. That's just one of them. And I even forgot that one was there. All right. That's Instagram. Okay. Now, while I got you here, I should skip ahead on this because I don't want to get copyright struck. Here's a couple of our infamous geniuses watching the Fallout trailer. Now, this was posted. This is a clip that was posted a month ago. Now, we're going to scan ahead a little bit here. Now, there's the root canal and D-Day Cobra.
Yeah, I wonder how much of the story is going to be in the vault, like vault life in general.
Should be important to everyone.
Look at the size of that guy's
to the
forehead.
Surface one day and restart civilization. Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
Notice how he's enjoying it up to this point?
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
This guy on top looks like he's got to take a shit.
What you're doing is insane.
I don't set the world.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
Higher. I just want to start.
I'm probably going to get hit for that song.
Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
Oh. Side fact, Matt Berry there, by the way, is the voice of the Mr. Handy. See, he's laughing.
Go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws.
Get ready for it.
You should not be alone.
Holy fuck at the diversity.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
Oh my god, the diversity.
People are going to come after you.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty.
Get ready for it, because it's coming again.
A very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs. Look out at this wasteland.
Diversity.
But there's always somebody behind the wheel.
Fighting a bear in the suit.
What is happening here?
Was that a dude screaming like that? Go back to
I
that.
think so. This guy is getting killed.
Holy fuck, dude, that was so bad.
Everyone wants to save the world. They just disagree on how.
This is no thanks. I'm done. I'm out.
There you are, you little killer.
No thanks. No thanks.
No.
Yeah, it's like the any of the actual like character stuff or interactions like doesn't draw me in at all. The world that they're showing like does seem to be like a
Okay, did you see the hypocrisy here? Did you see the hypocrisy there? They can't like it. They can't enjoy it. Because if they do, they might be judged as actual human beings. Every time... Oh, great. Now I'm going to kick myself in the ass because I've forgotten the guy's character. Well, I know Maximus, but I keep forgetting the actor's name. Every time, Maximus shows up on that screen, you got D-Day, what's-his-nuts up there, diversity. Like it's programmed into his brain. Like it's a short circuit. Meanwhile, they're both laughing and rejoicing, but then you get to the end, there's nothing really about the interaction of these characters that draws me in.
Then why the fuck is he watching it?
Why is he laughing? Why is he smiling?
And then one
If
on
he
top
hates
yelling
it.
diversity, he's just a fucking retard who needs to get that big ass donkey dick out of his ass.
Hey, this is the Dr. Freedom Show.
I don't give a shit. Shut the hell up.
Hey, go in there and make me some pie.
People in this world is really pissing me off anymore. I have right to say what the hell I want. If you don't like it, tough goddamn shit.
I know. I've been wanting to show you guys that clip for a while. I know. I'm just... It is. It's brain rot.
Hey, the arm's getting better. Trust me. Ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna slap the shit out of his ass.
Get it.
I still got another arm I can
This is
use.
the Dr. Freedom Show.
I don't give a fuck.
If you want a Lady Gallifrey show, go start your own channel.
I have a channel. It just I ain't putting up with goddamn morons like this.
So I just wanted to show you, this is the kind of moron you're dealing with. Not to mention, like I said, I didn't even show you the guy, who did the video where he said it was just going to be complete woke garbage. And then, folks, Fallout, the series. Let's get back to something more pleasant on the screen. There we go. We can deal with that. There, we'll leave it there.
I'm jealous because he can wear that shirt and look that good in it.
Okay. That's a nice, pleasant image. You see, and then people wonder why it's very difficult to keep your sanity in any fandom these days. Because you're always going to have ass nozzles like this who are out there shouting their brains out. And like I said, you saw them. They were enjoying the show. Yeah, the habit from another cabot. Yeah, I've heard about that jerkwater. That guy, I really wish that he'd get a phone call from, an actual, near Zionist temple and tell him to shut his stuff down or he's going to be sued. Because to me, it's like, sure, I'll pose like a lot of things, but I'm not going to pose as a religious figure and then spew the poison that he spews. Especially the sexualized nonsense that he comes up with. I think that guy must get it caught in a pencil sharpener. I'm not kidding, because there's no way he's getting live action.
No, he's just probably pissed off. It's not even big enough to put in a pencil sharpener.
No comments from the peanut gallery. Go pet the cat.
Kiss my ass, he went back to bed.
Oh, he come herd your mother. Well, he's a herding cat. He herds me all over the house. Yeah, I know he's not a rabbi, but still, just the fact that he uses that title. Exactly. That's, you caught it. Diversity.
That guy probably doesn't even know the definition of diversity.
No, he just wanted to shout the N-word. I'm not kidding. That's exactly what it was. But he can't get away with shouting that. Otherwise, he get his channel taken down.
Oh, I'm sure I'll probably get some type of feedback from it because it was saying he had a big-ass donkey dick up his ass.
Now, of all you people in here, all 20 of you, and like I said, I know I don't get big numbers like these imbeciles because, sure, I'm not the greatest thing on the world, but at the same time, I kind of like flying under the radar. Because, I am the stealth bomber that strikes from behind enemy lines before they've been there. I am in and out quickly and explode quickly, kind of like I do during, well, I ain't got to go into that.
And these people that are complaining about Ncuti, they're just fucking jealous because they're not young anymore. They're not built like he is. They can't dance like he does. And they can't sing like he does. That's all the hell it is.
I know. Thank you, Fraser. Yeah, I know. I try to stay nice. I try to be, honest. I really do. I can't. To me, it's like I don't know why anyone would want to lie. Lies just. To quote Henry Rollins, I think he thinks lies are where cancer actually comes from. It's all the lies and shit. Or not all people get it from lying, but I'm just saying. He said it might be a cause of it for some folks.
Well, all I know is this world's gotten so damn bad, I'm learning how to do pickup orders from the grocery store so I don't have to be around fucking people. If that's what you want to call them. I call them mouth breathers.
Who's Victor Buono? I don't even know.
I can read some of that stuff up there, but not all of it. No more goblin shit. I like the goblins. I thought they were cute.
I almost bought a utility kilt just to show up to a convention in it, but I don't think anyone wants to see my legs. I'm not kidding. I might shock poor kids to death.
And what was wrong with Ncuti in a kilt?
I see. That's what I can't explain either. I've been trying to tell people. Ncuti lived in Scotland
he
since he
looked
was
better
like
in a kilt than most women do in their fucking skirts.
No, but he's actually a citizen. He grew up there. I think he's
Yeah.
been there since he was like 2 or 3 years old. So I'm sorry, but yeah. Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I do not want a Yoko Ono duet. I'm an evil, mean person because I'm like, why John? Why is Yoko still in existence? Other than to spend John's money. Oh, well.
Well, she's out here doing shows and stuff and making money.
Doing what? The woman only knows how to shriek.
Well, I know she shrieks, but she also does talking events.
Oh, okay, Grant. Yeah, apparently, yeah. Oh, yeah, that reminds me of when Robert Wool did his one comedy special. He said that he was going to a show one time and they had all these big names on it. It said special mystery guest, and he goes, "I'm thinking New Jersey, gotta be Springsteen, gotta be then New Jersey, it's gotta be Whitney, and then he goes Yoko Ono." 10,000 people stood up in their seats at that stadium when they announced this and went, "Oh no!"
I don't want to ask you my money back.
Exactly. I'm not kidding. I really wish that there was some way, like I said, as much as I love free speech, some of it just goes way too far. But at the same time, like I said, I'm an advocate of free speech. It's kind of weird. It's hypocrisy, I know.
There's a thing to free speech, but there's also a thing when it goes to going where you're actually hurting somebody.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think there's no law about wearing a kilt. Like I said, it's just, I don't know if I'd be comfortable one, because they do sell a thing called a utility kilt. And I was halfway tempted to wear one as like kind of a cosplay thing one year, but I'm like, I don't think anyone wants to see my legs, even in compression stockings. So, I don't even like looking at my legs. Okay. Ugh.
Who wants to see Ncuti twerk a monster away? He'd probably be pretty fucking good at it.
From what I've seen, yeah. He'd probably be pretty damn good at it. I just want you all to know out there, if you're a kind, honest, decent person, there's more of you out there than you think. Just because these guys are getting huge numbers, who knows? Maybe it's sympathy numbers. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I've been doing this for, since 2011. I'd have to actually go look. I can't remember. I know it's been about 13 years now. And I just don't get it. I don't get how such negative people
Because that's what the world is running on now, is nothing but negativity.
Other than, of course, the big golden, well, the crappy brown rule called misery loves company.
Everything's drama anymore. Everything's, you've got to attack people. Me, I just want people to leave me the hell alone.
But once again, I just wanted to say, yeah, these are the kind of people who are out there. This is the kind of stuff they're saying. Like I said, I feel a little better now that I've talked about it for a while. Maybe that's one of the reasons I keep doing this. It's because it just kind of helps, move things along. I think this October, it'll be, the actual 13th anniversary of this show. Because I want to say it was October 15th, 2011. I'm just going off the brain box there. Somewhere around that neighborhood. And
your brain box still works?
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of bulbs in there. And there's still a couple of mice on wheels. Yeah, sure, they're missing a leg. But they're doing the best they can. I think the gerbil might be dead. And maybe the hamster, too. But,
yeah, they're gone. They're long gone.
Ugh.
I actually left Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it, because of all that negativity and all the bullshit on there. I'm just down to Facebook and Instagram. That is it, and that's where I'm staying.
Maybe I'll have to cosplay King Tut from Batman one of these days.
King Tut from Batman?
Yeah, I remember King Tut from Batman. He was that one big guy. He was a villain. I think they called him the Pharaoh, actually. I don't think it was King Tut.
As many shows as I watch, you expect me to remember all that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, all the irrelevant shit I can remember, but stuff that I really need to know I can't remember for nothing. But
Hi, Mike.
Okay, so once again, yeah, Fallout 4 did undergo a big update. I'd have to say at least 8 out of 10 of my mods, on average, have not been affected at all by the upgrade. The only thing that sucks, though, is F4SE, the Fallout 4 script extension stuff, has gone to the wayside. But the team is working on a patch for it. Also, be very careful if you are running the game. There's a bunch of people saying, well, if you use this, and this, you can back the game up to before it was updated. But I'm also getting a lot of reports, people who followed that and used that particular mod, the game's crashing now every time they try to boot it.
Oh, I'm trying to read what Mike said.
Lady G is Catwoman.
Yep.
He's got...
Actually, I think I have a t-shirt that's got cats surrounding a TARDIS.
So, all I can say is, the things I always say. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your life. Be as happy as you can.
And stay the hell away from negativity.
And try to stay away from the negativity. And like I said, if you want to see a whole lot of good positive stuff, the good positive stuff on the X, formerly known as Twitter, go to hashtag DWSR. And there, like I said, there's a billion photos now of like Ncuti and Millie signing autographs, hanging out with fans. Yet he disrespects the Doctor, by the way. Like I said, I can't remember who played King Tut or the Pharaoh, whoever he was referred to. Because I'm on my way out of here for the evening, so please, take care, everyone. We will see you all Monday morning in the parking lot.
If I don't whip his ass before then.
Until then, this part's going to probably get cut off because of the way this thing runs.
Good night.
Good night.